In a riveting interview with journalist Barkha Dutt, Tamil Nadu's IT Minister, Dr. Palanivel Thiagarajan, PTR, pulled back the curtain on the escalating tensions between the state and the Modi-led central government. What began as a dispute over language policy has snowballed into a high-stakes battle over federalism, states' rights, and the future of India's democratic fabric. PTR's candid insights reveal a deepening divide, one that threatens to reshape the nation's political landscape. The relationship between the Modi government at the centre and the Tamil Nadu government, led by the DMK, is increasingly fraught, escalating from a dispute over language policy to encompass a wide array of fundamental issues concerning federalism, states' rights, and the very direction of the nation. This virtual war, as described in the introduction to an interview with Tamil Nadu's Hobbieli Minister Dr. Palanivel Thiagarajan, PTR, highlights deep fault lines in the Indian political landscape. At the heart of the initial conflict lies the issue of language. While the BJP government asserts that the National Education Policy, NEP, 2020 does not impose any language, merely suggesting a second Indian language alongside the state's language, the Tamil Nadu government vehemently disagrees. PTR clarifies that Tamil Nadu's opposition to the NEP is not a recent development, stating emphatically that the state has never adopted any of the national education policies, including those of 1968, 1986, amended in 1992, and now 2020. The core of the current dispute, according to PTR, is not about the NEP's content per se, but rather the central government allegedly using the NEP as a weapon. He claims that funds already approved by Parliament are being withheld, with the condition that Tamil Nadu implement the NEP. The Tamil Nadu government views this as extortion and refuses to comply. PTR stresses that their objection to the NEP is multifaceted, extending beyond the three-language formula to concerns about public examinations at grades 5 and 8, and the early categorization of vocational training. He asserts that Tamil Nadu's existing two-language educational model has yielded really good results, better than any large state. Responding to the Union Minister's claim that Tamil Nadu initially agreed to a Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, and later backtracked, and the argument that children of DMK leaders in private schools follow a three-language formula, PTR dismisses these as inane arguments. He points out that an overwhelming majority of students in Tamil Nadu follow a two-language system. Furthermore, he highlights that many international educational boards also focus on a two-language model. On the personalization of whose children study where, PTR finds it to be not in the nature of decent politics and a weakest form of argument. PTR articulates that these disagreements are deeply rooted in the nature of federalism in India. He observes a recurring tendency for whichever party holds power in Delhi to pursue homogenization, advocating for one nation, one X. He notes that this centralizing impulse has been present across different political regimes, from the British era to Congress governments, and now under the BJP. In a striking observation, PTR points out the absolute irony of the situation, noting that the former Chief Minister of Gujarat, Narendra Modi, was once a staunch defender of federalism and states' rights. He contrasts those past pronouncements with the current central government's approach, which he perceives as more visceral, more multifaceted, more multifarious, and more targeted and weaponized than any previous intrusion into states' rights. The impending debate over delimitation, which could redraw parliamentary constituencies based on population, is another significant point of contention. PTR highlights the concern that states which have successfully controlled their population growth, often as a matter of national interest and driven by improved socio-economic indicators like education and social justice, might face a reduction in political representation. He argues that this creates a dichotomy where states with better economic outcomes and lower fertility rates risk losing political clout, while states with higher populations and fertility rates, often with poorer economic outcomes, gain representation. This issue, according to PTR, transcends party politics and concerns all economically developed states that have controlled their population. Another point of friction arose when the Tamil Nadu budget replaced the conventional rupee symbol with the Tamil letter, Ru, in its state budget logo. While PTR states he was not involved in this decision, he notes that various symbols are used to represent the rupee, including INR and different linguistic representations. He suggests that the choice of symbol likely depends on the intended audience and its familiarity. When questioned about the Tamil Nadu government's next steps, PTR expresses his personal view that going to court is a definite option. He believes it is crucial to ascertain whether India is still functioning as a constitutional democracy in the face of what he sees as extra-constitutional attempts to impose conditions on states. However, he clarifies that the final decision rests with the Chief Minister and senior ministers. Beyond potential legal action, the Tamil Nadu government is actively seeking to broaden the discussion on states' rights and federalism. PTR mentions the formation of a joint action committee, initiated by bringing together all political parties in Tamil Nadu and then engaging with other state governments. The aim is to foster a national discussion on the need for greater devolution of power to the states and local bodies. PTR argues that India has an unusually high concentration of executive and legislative power at the union level compared to countries like the United States and China, where power is significantly more devolved, leading to greater efficiency and accountability. He stresses that the current efforts are not about resistance but about securing the rights and future of the states within a truly federal structure. In conclusion, the ongoing conflict between the Tamil Nadu government and the central government encompasses a complex interplay of language policy, educational philosophy, financial autonomy, representational fairness, and the fundamental principles of federalism. The articulate defense offered by Minister PTR underscores the seriousness of these issues and the determination of the Tamil Nadu government to protect its educational model and advocate for greater autonomy within the Indian federal framework. The developments in this ongoing battle will undoubtedly have significant implications for the future of center-state relations and the very fabric of the Indian nation. As the interview with Barkha Dutt drew to a close, PTR's words lingered like a warning. The struggle between Tamil Nadu and the center is not just about language or education, it's about safeguarding the soul of India's federal structure. With legal challenges on the horizon and a growing coalition of states rallying for greater autonomy, this clash could redefine the balance of power in Indian democracy. The question remains, will the center listen, or will this battle mark a turning point in the nation's journey? One thing is certain, the stakes have never been higher. Subscribe to AK Matrix today for in-depth analysis, powerful narratives, and the latest updates on issues that matter to you. Hit that subscribe button now and join the movement.